Oh my. Oh my.
You are now tuned in to the Revolution Radio Show.
Hey, you know what it is and what it do. You have officially tuned in to the Revolution Radio Show on 102.3 FM, KCAA in the Inland Empire, worldwide on the NBC Radio Network and on the iHeartRadio app and on Spotify and on Facebook and on YouTube and on a whole bunch of other things, man. We are where. As always, I'm your boy. I'm your host, J Love, a.k.a. Uncle Jiggy. And I got with me my new co-host, my nephew, D Battles in the building.
Yo.
D Battles, how you feeling, man?
I'm blessed today, man. It's another day, man. Hey, I'm just happy to get past Monday. That's it.
Yes, sir. It's hump day.
It's hump day, man.
Hump day. It's Wednesday, May the 12th, 2021, man. We are almost out of the pandemic. I'm going to keep saying that until we out all the way. So we almost out of the pandemic. Feeling good, man. A lot of stuff yesterday, man. It's funny. So many people was tapping in because we was talking. For those of you who didn't tune into the show yesterday, somehow because of stupid Soulja Boy, we ended we ended up talking about relationship issues and how men and women relate and the responsibilities that men have as opposed to women and all that kind of stuff. Well, the crazy part is people was like they were real attentive on that show. They had stuff to say.
I had everything to say. I told you it was a life lesson I learned. I learned it all. And that
we might dip into it a little bit more again today, you know what I'm saying? But want to get into some of the news. I don't know if you've seen this, man. I don't know if you're a fan of American Idol or not.
In the beginning, when they were Simon Cowell, Paula Abdul, Randy, that's when kind of I was.
Yeah. Well, there's this dude right now. I haven't watched Idol in years, but I guess one of the top 5 finalists, right? His name is Caleb Kennedy, who is one of the final 5 contestants on this season, is no longer in the running to win after a video surfaced showing him sitting next to someone wearing a Ku Klux Klan hood, right? The country singer just announced his departure from Idol, saying, "Hey, y'all," I'm going to do his accent. Hold on. "Hey, y'all, this is going to be a bit of a surprise." He has. There was a video that surfaced on the internet and it displayed actions that were not meant to be taken in that way.
Wow.
Caleb claims the video is from when he was younger and he, quote unquote, did not think about the actions, but says that no excuse. He's apologized to his fans and people he disappointed and says he's going to take some time to better himself. Okay, I got a couple questions real quick. What does it mean you're going to okay, this was funny to me, right? People get caught doing stuff, right? So first of all, I don't believe in cancel culture, right? Like I'm not with cancel culture.
No.
I do believe, however, that there is a responsibility like us. We have a platform.
Right.
If we say something ridiculous, like I have the right to say whatever I want on this platform. It's my platform. You can say, you feel me? But I have to be aware, right? At the same time, I can't be mad if I say something a little crazy and people got something to say about it, right?
Yeah.
It's give and take.
That's
true. Freedom of speech ain't free. Like I believe in freedom of speech. I believe you can say whatever.
I've learned everything come with a cost nowadays, man. Even freedom of speech.
Yes, sir. So I'm not. Look, if y'all want to have certain things that you do, I know certain people say certain words, right? So in certain parts of the country, especially, they look at colored folk a certain way. Hey. I'm not mad at you. I get it. Y'all got y'all way of life.
Right.
I'm not. But understand, if you catch backlash, you can't be mad at nobody neither.
But
you know what I'm saying?
There's a reaction. That's what it is.
And so I just think it's funny when people issue these apologies and say, because look, I'm gonna keep it 100. At 15, 16 years old, right?
Right.
I'm sorry. Because and I'm going to use a word that I might get slammed for using, but I'm going to use it anyway.
What's that?
Retarded. Okay. So I'm going to use the R word. Right. You retarded if you don't understand at 15, 16 that a Ku Klux Klan hood ain't a good. You can't tell me you don't know that that's not. Come on.
Yeah. I mean, you have to know.
I didn't know. I was just a couple of my buddies. We were just messing around. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but I'm saying, like, how do you end up in the mix with that affiliation though, without knowing? You know what I mean? That's just, you know, and like, now I don't do research on Ku Klux Klan, but I do know this much: if a Klans member, you're gonna know a Klans member. I mean, I don't know how they smell. I don't know if they come with a smell. I don't know, but it's a certain demeanor. I mean, you know who you're around.
Look, he's saying it wasn't meant to be taken that way, right? Well, how do you take a
how else are you supposed to take that?
You know, that's what I'm trying to ask. Like, do we that's like, oh, it's the friendly clan. You know, it's that new friendly clan. It's the new, you know, they right. Friendly. You know what I'm saying? They don't hang people. That's
crazy. That's crazy. Like, what? I mean, my thing is, did he think he was going to get something like a good response come after that? Oh yeah,
well, I'm sure from his buddies. Yeah, from his buddies, I'm sure he did.
Right. You feel me? He got caught. Hey,
yeah.
My mom always told me somebody's always looking.
Look, especially nowadays. Look, childrens, I want all the childrens to listen. Not just children, because there's some stupid old people too. Anything you put on video lives forever. Understand? Look, I come from a time that's what you call evidence. You understand what I'm saying?
Straight up.
Like, to this day, look, I've had this conversation with my wife. I don't have a lot of pictures of me growing up, right? Not a lot, because that's evidence. You understand what I'm saying?
Of what though?
Just nothing. Just in general, I didn't take a lot of pictures growing up. You understand what I'm saying? Because it was like, why are you taking a picture? I don't know what you taking a picture for. Like, that's, you know what I mean? That's what the dude in the unmarked car down the street do. He be taking pictures. So
yeah.
So the more I'm in this industry, I know I have to take more pictures.
Right.
I'm bad at it because, like I said, I come from a different era. I come from a time when you didn't talk about nothing. Like I told you yesterday, if somebody beat on like my daughter, I don't have a daughter right now, but I plan on someday having someone ever touch my daughter. When them dudes disappear, I'm gonna be on some like, what?
Oh yeah.
What happened? When was the last time somebody seen them? I'm gonna be clueless.
Hey,
you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I come from a time when you don't talk about that. You don't say nothing, like, just in general. But we live in a time when everybody's trying to get everything on camera.
Yeah.
The good and the bad, like the foolishness, the ridiculousness, right? And people think stuff is funny and like in the moment. But again, because I think back, I'm glad there was no Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snap. I'm glad none of that existed when I was a teenager.
Yo, none. Hey, I ain't call you all, but hey, even for real though, even when I was when I was in high school, like I just got a cell phone in high school, my freshman year. Now it's like, I ain't gonna lie, it's 4-year-olds, 5-year-olds teaching me how different apps on how to move this, how to do all that.
But I'm just saying, I couldn't do this radio show. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because nothing I did prior to, like, you know what I'm saying, the early when did the internet blow up? Like maybe 10 years ago?
About 10 years ago, yeah.
But let's just put it this way. Nothing I did prior to being 22 like it doesn't exist. You feel what I'm saying? There's no record of it.
I see.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm going back home, right? I go, to go visit, right, old people, old friends or whatever else, and they'd be like, "Yo, I remember back when we used to."
It's
like,
it's a story.
You know what I say? I don't know. I don't recall. I don't know what you're talking about. You know what I mean?
So if you don't remember,
it don't exist. It don't exist. So that's what I'm saying. If this dude wouldn't have, he could have did the same thing at home and not videoed it, right?
Right.
And people could have came out and said, you know what, he did a Ku Klux Klan thing, but there's no video. He could have been like, I really don't know what y'all are talking about. I don't recall. I don't recall because I just, y'all got a video? No. Okay, yeah, I don't remember. I really don't believe that happened, but you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
now,
man,
if it's on camera, that's it. It's over. It's facts. You did it, bro.
Man, you want to know how old school I am? I still can't sit with my back to a door in a restaurant. I still can't do it. And ain't nobody looking for me. You know what I'm saying?
Why is that though?
Because look,
stuff back then.
Because back in the day, when you up to dirt and you doing dirt, you never want to have your back where someone could walk in a room and surprise you. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly, ladies and gentlemen, allegedly. You know what I mean? If you, you know what I'm saying? So like, and like I'm a good citizen. I help in the community.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Whatever. I've done youth ministry, the whole nine. But the point is that it's just an old habit that, like, to this day, I don't feel comfortable sitting with my back to the door. There ain't nobody looking for me. Like, ain't gonna be no mafia hit, no nothing. But I can't do it. Like, it's just embedded in me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so it's just crazy to me how people, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's why even I understand. I say a lot of really crazy things, right? Like the word retarded. Because when I was growing up, that was, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I know I could catch heat for that, but I'm aware of it. You feel me?
Right.
I'm aware of it. I'm aware that if I say certain things, you know, like, for example, we will have another conversation because I want to have next month. I want to have a conversation. I want to invite someone on the show from the LGBT community because we've discussed before the whole trans athletes as far as like a biological male competing against biological females, right?
Okay.
I don't believe that that's right. It's an unfair physical and biological advantage. You know what I'm saying? I know people are going to have issue with that, but I'm saying I go into it being aware of the fact that I might catch backlash. You understand what I'm saying?
I see.
I'm not being disrespectful purposely.
Monitoring what you're saying, basically.
Well, I'm not. No, I don't believe in my, because you can't cancel me, man. Because like I told people, look, if death couldn't cancel me, you sure couldn't cancel me. You understand what I'm saying? Because the difference is I don't care. If you have an issue with it, like, you know, I'm not being disrespectful intentionally.
What you're saying, you're ready to accept the repercussion or whatever it is that you say or the action that you do.
Absolutely.
Because now, as we just discussed, we're on camera now. Everything is recorded. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So and I'm not gonna lie, that's something to be mindful of. That's really something important to be mindful of, especially this generation, man, having access to cameras the way we do. I think we were just talking earlier now, man. You can shoot music videos off a phone.
Man, people shoot movies.
Shoot movies off a phone. That's
you
crazy.
Hear me?
That's crazy.
So if you understand that, man, like that's where, like, okay, for example, even since we on the subject, you know how Paul Pierce recently, he was on ESPN.
Okay.
Right, and got kicked off because he
I
went.
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't hear about that. What's going on?
Okay, well, he went live. He was on ESPN. He was doing announcing for ESPN.
I know that.
And he went live. He went live on Instagram, right, at a party.
Yeah.
And like shorties was in, half naked shorties and weed and whatever else, right? Here's the thing, like, bruh. That's corporate, homie. You know, like you did. That was your going back to what we talking about yesterday. Pride. Your ego wanted to show that you party like that.
Yep, that's it.
You know what I'm saying? Your ego wanted, yes, Felipe. Cameras are everywhere. You know
what was the repercussion of that?
He got kicked off the ESPN show. That's a great check, man. You know what I'm saying? Because that's corporate America. You can't be doing that stuff. You can't be all ratchet. You know what I'm saying? Smoking weed and having the butt naked girls and the, whoop-de wop. You know what I'm saying? Like, but he's an idiot because, again, no one told you, yo, go put this on the, but he wanted to stunt on the gram. It's that pride, man. That's why I keep telling you, pride comes before a fall. This dude, he wanted to stunt for the gram, and then look what happened.
That's crazy.
You understand what I'm saying? So that's why
he learned it less. You think Paul Pierce would know that, though? He's a vet.
Thank you, man.
That's in the NBA. See, this is corporate America now, and
but even in you, but like it's only till recently. Like, man, I'm old enough to remember when Allen Iverson was the only guy with tattoos. Allen Iverson was the only guy with cornrows.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Allen Iverson was the only dude coming in with like baggy clothes on, and
wristbands and all of that.
And he changed the game. So So I'm just saying, man, like this whole cultural thing, like people, like I said, I don't believe in cancel culture. That's why, and I don't believe that if you have integrity, right? Like if you're 100 the same all the time, yes, there's responsibility, and I'm gonna give an example. If you 100 all the time, people can't cancel you. I'm gonna give you an example. Dave Chappelle.
Okay.
Dave Chappelle be saying I love Dave Chappelle. Dave to me is the GOAT.
He is the GOAT.
But the reason Dave get away with saying a lot of things that he say is because he has integrity, right? Because Dave, and he don't apologize because he's like this.
Makes sense. Because if you didn't do anything wrong, you shouldn't apologize.
Nah, and he's like, yo, my career already blew up one time. Like, what y'all gonna do? Blow it up again? You know what I mean? Like, I survived. Like, when you understand that, You know what I'm saying? And that's why, like, you know, it's a balance of having integrity, right? And being just 100 all the time and being responsible. So you got to do both, right? Because remember, you ever used to watch the Dave Chappelle show?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, the special. Yeah, so remember there was that skit when keeping it real goes wrong.
Now, which one was that?
It was a skit that was like, yo, when keeping it real goes wrong, right? And the dude was like at the office at work. And then, you know, he felt he got disrespected. He was like, nah, son, you know who I am? And started
okay, yeah.
And he was like, he was keeping it real. Yeah, he was quote unquote keeping it real, but then he got fired. And it was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So one of my favorite sketches, but it's true. Like, you know what I mean? There's a balance. You could keep it real, but understand what comes with it.
It's a thin line. It's definitely, it comes, you got to be able to come with it. So having to deal with what comes with it, that comes within, that's where the integrity comes in.
Yes. And so, you know, and like I said,
on whatever you believe in, whatever you're talking about,
and balanced in with, and it all comes back to balanced in with pride, right? Because part of that keeping it real is like, you disrespected me. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna disrespect me. Yeah. You know who I am.
Right. Right. Kevin Hart do that the best though.
You feel me? And so
but I see what you're saying though. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yes. Elena De La Garza, she said balance is key. That's it. Balance is key to life, man. And so, you know, as we all trying to navigate this thing, so I'm gonna give you another example, right? A lot of us, we're navigating through this weird transition that we've had in the last year in terms of with COVID, wearing masks, like to wear a mask to not wear a mask, to get vaccinated to not get vaccinated, right? And everyone has their own feeling, their own opinion, their own thoughts on the matter, right? And the truth is this: the people who get frustrated and get agitated are the people who don't bend, the people who don't have a balance, right? Because, for example, you have people on one hand that, like, if you don't wear a mask, they're gonna shoot you in the face. I'm exaggerating, but you get what I'm saying. Right. You need to wear a mask. And they're going to shoot you in the face. But then you got people on the other hand that are like, no, I'm not wearing a mask. You're oppressing me. You know what I mean? You're infringing on my rights. And I can't breathe with the mask on. You know what I mean? So, you got these two extremes, right? The balance is, you know what I mean? The balance is like, look, I may not like a mask, but I'm going to wear it like it's when I go in the store, whatever. As soon as I get outside, boom, I'm taking it off. Exactly. But because that's how I am. That's a balance. You understand what I'm saying? It's a balance. Like, for example, I'm vaccinated. I believe in, you know, the vaccination. I ain't got a problem with it. But if you don't want to get vaccinated, I don't got a problem with you if you don't want to get vaccinated. Yeah. But don't tell me, don't be uneducated and be like, yo, I've had people like, yo, it's going to change your DNA. When did you become a scientist?
No, that's real.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, really? Because, you know, since I got vaccinated, I'm gonna keep it 100. I've only grown 2 extra ears. You know what I mean? And I got this big lump on my back, but that's it. That's the only thing.
Cut it out. Cut it out, loud.
No, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it's cool if you don't want to get vaccinated, right?
Right.
But you can't also be irresponsible and tell people stuff that. Because you know what? Because you saw a YouTube video.
Yeah, exactly. Ignorant things that with no facts behind it.
Yeah, and here's the crazy part. Why is that YouTube video that you sent me always look like it was done in 1988?
What you say?
You know what I'm saying?
Nothing is up to date. Like,
it's always a dude in a dark room going, the government is out to get everybody. Think about it. Think about it. If you take the letters in COVID, right, and you rearrange the letters in COVID, you know what I mean? You be like, come on, man.
It's extra. It's crazy nowadays. But like, back to what you were saying, like that balance, I think that's a part of understanding. Like once you understand, like once you become an understanding, because me personally, I'm not vaccinated, but I understand.
Man, don't talk to me, man. You're gonna die. No, I'm joking.
But seriously, I understand why you are vaccinated. I understand your reasoning. I have reasons on why. So therefore, it appears that a balance because I understand, you know. So I think if a person becomes, you know, a person of understanding, you know, just life period, you know, I think that balance will come.
Right. And it's and part of that is knowing that, you know what, we, whoever don't have all like I'm okay with not knowing all the answers.
Right.
Right. So for you to tell me that you know, that's arrogance. Like, how you gonna tell me you know?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it'd be always people like, did you go, like, you barely finished high school. Like, did you go to medical school?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm okay with saying, you know, I don't know. I don't know for sure.
Right.
This is what I believe. So, and it's cool. And I'm cool with you, whatever. Just don't be coming over here to me. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what's crazy about, like, because we got so many different, this year has been crazy, man. This year has been, because normally, like, there's never been in my lifetime, other than 9/11, there's never been in my lifetime a thing that has affected everybody equally. You feel what I'm saying? Like, COVID didn't care if you're black, white, Hispanic, young, old, gay, straight, male, female. COVID didn't care, right?
Right.
Usually, like, in my experience, stuff was like, this affects white people, this affects black people, this affects Mexicans, right? So like those individual communities would deal with certain things. But for the most part, it didn't affect this affected everybody. It didn't like, it don't matter who you it affected you, right?
It didn't discriminate. It didn't see no color.
Yeah, not at all. Age, none of that. None of that, right? And so it's this weird social experiment to see people deal with, like, I'm really no different than you. You feel me? Because think about it. We once had this class system. Let's see. Someone just said on Facebook, if whatever someone is doing doesn't affect you, keep your opinion. Everyone is different and lives different, and people need to understand and respect that. And a lot of people will be a lot happier. Absolutely, Sharaya. I'll get your name correct, Sharaya.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And but no, absolutely. But that's what's going on, is that, because let's be real, some people, I'm not saying who, some people think they better than other people, right? Allegedly, I don't know who they is.
Allegedly, allegedly, I like that. Allegedly.
That's how you get out of jail free. Allegedly, it's two words. You allegedly, and I do not recall. You know what I mean? When they be like, "Where were you on June the 21st?" You know what, Your Honor? I do not recall. You ain't lying. You ain't lying. You ain't saying that you was there, and you're not saying that you wasn't there. You just saying, "Hey, gosh, you know what? I do not recall." You know, because it'd be like, you know, sometimes like the way my memory is set up.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
I mean, I could have been. I don't know. It's possible, but
especially if it wasn't on video.
Yeah, if it wasn't on video, like what day? What day? Y'all got a video? No. Oh yeah. I don't know, man. You know.
Yes, sir.
Didn't you used to be the dude that used to slang on that corner? Allegedly. They never proved that. That's alleged. They allege that. Right. You know what I'm saying? I don't even remember being there. Like, I'm not sure if I ever been to that corner, but I'm so stupid, man. Thanks for talking about COVID-19. You're welcome. Well, how can we avoid it? It's all around us. You know what I mean? But back to what I was saying, COVID is the first thing that, like, you know what I mean? Because it didn't discriminate, guess what? Rich people, you exact same as poor people.
That's true.
White people, you exact same as black people, old people, etc. You know, on and on and on, right? It's the same, it's the exact same thing. So a lot of people didn't know how to deal with everything that came with COVID and the social distancing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just funny, man, that I'm gonna say it anyway. I don't care. But certain groups of people, we'll just say the upper elite, upper elite groups of people are not used to being told what to do. So when that demographic of people all of a sudden are being told what to do, they feel oppressed. You dig? So they be on some like, you're infringing on my rights. Well, what are right? Let's keep it 100, right? Like, for example, it is not your right to go into a business and do whatever. If the business has mandated you have to come in here and wear a mask, here's the thing. You don't have to go to that business.
Exactly.
You feel what I'm saying?
And see, that's why I don't have a problem with not getting vaccinated. And again, nothing, but it's the rules. That's what it is. Freedom of choice. Like I said, like it ain't that serious. But and you spoke on it, you brought it up, but it seems like, you know, the people that's on a different level, you know, they really using this to separate us the most, you know, to separate this whole thing the most. And I wouldn't, and it's not even the vaccinated and not vaccinated anymore. It ain't even about that. Now,
I'm just gonna say right now, I found a loophole, and so I found a loophole, and so I just found out that there's you know how you can get like different membership cards to different, you know, clubs and different, you know what I'm saying, like you know, you get a membership card to your gym. Right. My brother sent me this morning. I should have uploaded it and put it up. You know what? I think I'm gonna do. You know what, ladies and gentlemen? This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna pay some bills, and when we come back, I'm gonna show you the new membership that I just applied for, ladies and gentlemen. I think I'm gonna encourage y'all to apply for this. If you tuning in, this is the Revolution Radio Show on 102.3 FM. I'm your boy J Love. We chilling with D Battles. We'll be back in just a minute.
Yo.
Exotics Wellness. From massage oils to bath bombs, from drops to pain bombs, everything you need in exotic CBD wellness. Go to www.queenexotics.com. That's www.queenexotics.com or Queen Exotics on Instagram.
Do you have a business that requires heavily upon your clientele base having access to cash, like a dispensary or a barbershop? Or maybe you're in the market for one of the new cutting-edge Bitcoin ATMs or self-serve kiosks. Whatever your ATM needs, reach out to my man Guy, the ATM Guy, at 855-4ATM-GUY. That's 855-4ATM-GUY, or online at www.atmguy.net.
Without even lifting a finger, achieve the body of your dreams. You're perfect the way that you are, but if you've been struggling to tone up and love your body, there's something that can help you get there. Put down the box of chocolates and pick up a wrap. No, not that kind. A wrap that you can wear. That's a Gym in a Box. The Core Wrap, the best body shaper anywhere. It features ultimate performance technology, Tone Up 15 to firm tone and strengthen your abs as it shapes your waist. That's Gym in a Box. Go to gyminabox.la to get yours now. That's gyminabox.la because you deserve your dream body.
Yo, welcome back to the Revolution Radio Show 102.3 FM. I'm your boy J Love, chilling with my nephew D Battles. All right, so look, I told y'all before the break, right? That and we might lose D here in a second. If we do, y'all understand, but it's all good. He you know what happens when you're young, man. You know what I'm saying? And we talking about he in the doghouse right now. He didn't learn to listen to his woman, so she put her I'm messing with her. You got put outside. But so listen, this is what you need to apply for this. I probably am only gonna get 50% membership because I know a guy. You know what I'm saying? But look, I'm about to post this right now. Okay, so I just applied for this card right here. You see this? It's the white privilege card. It says it trumps everything.
Oh my God!
So,
what is that? What is that?
It's the white privilege card. I just, you know what I mean? I applied for it because I know a white guy. He said I could maybe get 50% off. You know what I'm saying? So,
no, what? Hey, give me one. I need one. I need me one of those.
Like I said, you only, you know what I mean? Like, hey, even if I get 10%. Yo,
that is funny. Oh man, hey,
my brother said that to me. I'm using that everywhere. I'm gonna pull out my white privilege card everywhere. I'm like, hey, buddy, hey, buddy, hey,
buddy, hey, what'd you say? Hold
on, buddy. I got my card. I'm a card carrier. Hey, you think I'm playing though? I literally lately.
Hey, that's more powerful than a platinum card, black card.
Absolutely, man. Look, you think I'm playing, dude? For the last year, anything that I fill out. You know where it says race?
Yeah,
I've been putting white.
Hey, that's why life is working so good for you.
Everything's popping, man. Everything's popping. You know what I'm saying? And I've been telling people, look, I got a lot of friends, you know, a lot of non-Negro friends, right? And I've been telling them about the telephone voice. I know you know what's up with the telephone voice.
I already know what's going on with the telephone voice.
Ladies and gentlemen, for all my non-black listeners out there, I want you to understand, if you have any black friends.
It's free game too. This is free game.
This is free. So I want you to you could test this out, okay? To all my non-black listeners and viewers, okay?
Lying.
I want you to call your black friends and act like you could either act like a potential job. You could act like a bill collector. No, not bill collector, because then you get the real black voice.
No, not bill collector.
No, just tell them that you want to hire them for a new job. And you know what you know what voice you're gonna get? Because I get real country when I get excited, right? I get real country. It get extra thick. You know what I mean? But look, soon as it is, I think it's white people on the phone. Yeah, hello. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, my name is James. Yes, James Love. Yeah. I live in Riverside. Yes, that's correct. You absolutely.
Absolutely. Oh, you in there with that one.
Hey, promise you, call your black friends and disguise your number, and I promise you, if you just say, yeah, I'm calling from Amazon, we're giving away free vacations. Oh, you gonna get all the bass gonna come out their voice. Look, it is an unwritten law in the black community. We all got the telephone voice. It's just Sheree laughing.
I have it. Hey, I ain't gonna even lie. The telephone voice. Look, a lot of people don't really know I do music or whatever, but in getting into the door, being up front, this and that, man, that voice. I'm telling you, that voice. First off, you got Meet D Battles, but I got Robert and Christian. That's my alter ego. Robert and Christian, those guys are white. And those guys, they open the door for D Battles. I promise you, those guys open the door. I've talked to some corporate. Christian, yeah, this is Christian. Yeah, he's opened the door for D Battles a lot of times.
Hey, you gotta do it, ladies and gentlemen. You gotta do it. And so I encourage you guys, if you ever want to just be
only the real one's gonna feel that one though. Only the real one's gonna feel that one.
If you want to be entertained. If you want to be entertained, and look, I'm telling you, black folks will love all kinds of free stuff. If you call them talking about you got a free anything, do you know? Allegedly.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
He's not
in trouble. Go to a free timeshare presentation to see how many black folks you see.
What you say? What?
Just go up to black people and be like, "Hey, do you want 3 free nights in Vegas?"
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, real spill. That's why Netflix going out of business. Hey, you heard about Netflix, right? So Netflix is about, you know how you can share accounts. Like if I have Netflix, I can call you. Hey,
man, Netflix.
Here's my password, this and that, and you can watch it. Guess what? They're cutting out on that. You know why? Because we know how to get that for free.
Man, Netflix ain't going out of business, man.
Well, they're not. No. I'm sorry, not going out of business. Cutting down and upping their price. They're upping the price of the membership. And they're cutting. They're being way more strict now
because they the modern day dope man. That's what you do. First, you give it on the low at first. First, you give the free samples, right? The free 7-day, right? Yeah. I'm gonna make it relate to everybody in the streets.
Make it make sense.
Okay, it's like this. So allegedly, if you've ever known anything about the street pharmaceutical trade, okay, I don't know nothing about this. Is what I heard. I know some folks. I know some folk that allegedly done dipped and dabbled in the pharmaceutical street trade. Okay,
he's too funny.
So what you do is initially you give out little dips. They call them little dips for free. Yeah, you know what I mean? Just let them get a taste. Just let them get a taste of it. You know what I'm saying? Of that whoop wop, of that yayo, of that blue magic. You heard? Yep. You let them have it for free.
Hey, I'm gonna kill you though. I'm gonna kill you. I know what you're gonna say, but I'm gonna kill you. Watch.
Yeah, I mean, then. Once you get it, they come back. You like, you know what? Because you my peoples. I'm gonna give it to you on the low. I'm gonna give you this. Don't worry. Come to me. Don't go to nobody else. Come to me. I'm gonna give it to you. You undercut your competition. You give it to them on the low, right?
You pretty allegedly.
Allegedly, man. And then once you get them hooked, and they just come fiending, like they scratching it, like, hey man, I need another one, man. I need another hit, man. That's when you like, yeah, cool, but I gotta up the prices.
You text. Okay, but
allegedly,
tell you something. Netflix almost had it, but they didn't. You dealing with black. This is Black America now. We are going to find just like that blue magic. And guess what? We learn how to make it, so it ain't no more of that now. We're not.
Well, no, because now that's why you got all these.
We are making Netflix.
Well, yeah, because now you got all these streaming services. You got Crackle. Exactly. You got Tubi. Shout out to Tubi. Tubi TV. Shout out to
Tubi. Hey, hold on. don't announce that too loud. Like that's my plug. That's my movie connect.
Well, no, but my movie's on Tubi though.
You know about things. Black people find out about stuff.
Hey, no, but I gotta let them know though, because that amazing movie starring written, produced, and starring J Love, I Love You movie, is on Tubi.
Yes,
you can watch it, stream it for free on Tubi. Yes,
you on Tubi?
Yes, sir.
I was on Amazon. I purchased it off Amazon.
Yeah, it's on Amazon, but you could go to Tubi. Go to Tubi TV.
I know that. I wouldn't even bought your movie. I would have saw it.
He said I wouldn't have bought it. See, black people, listen, folks. Black people don't care about your feelings. You know what I mean? Black people don't care. Black people like, nah, I ain't gonna buy your movie. It's free on Tubi.
My bills ain't got no feelings, man.
Black people will walk up to you and be like, why your nose looks so crooked? There's something wrong with you.
What you saying? Hey, oh, you got me on one today. I'm crying over here. My God. Hey, America made us like this, man.
Hey, I don't even know how we be getting on our topics.
Come on.
But listen, I got to tell you another news story. All right, this is crazy to me because I'm a huge LeBron James fan. But apparently, today he was talked about in the U.S. Senate, not in a good way, right? Hold on, let me see. We can Tubi, Peacock, Pluto. Yeah, we getting all the hookups. But according U.S. Senator, a U.S. Senator is accusing LeBron James of promoting extreme violence in America. The NBA superstar's controversial "Your Next" post was a hot button issue Wednesday in a Senate hearing. Senator John Kennedy called out LeBron during the hearing on domestic violence extremism, referencing his infamous tweet about the cop who shot and killed 16-year-old Ma'Khia Bryant in Columbus, Ohio. Now, I brought this story up for a reason, okay?
Okay.
Because here's what I want to say this.
And LeBron, my man.
Yeah, so I understand, like we were talking about earlier, responsibility, right?
Right.
LeBron has a huge platform, and the responsibility of, the things that, when you got a platform, especially the bigger your platform is, the things you say, right, carry weight, right? Yeah. So what they're trying to say is that by him saying "you're next," it's saying what they're making it as is like, oh, as if that cop is going to die next, right?
Oh,
but I got two things to say. Number one, based on the history of how we have been treated specifically by the judicial system, the law enforcement system in this country, and white supremacy in this country, I think we're allotted a couple of irresponsible statements, number one. Yes. Number two, why couldn't it be LeBron James saying "you're next" to be convicted, just like Derek Chauvin did? You know what I mean? You're next to be held accountable for what you did, like Derek Chauvin. That's number two, right?
Yeah. Okay.
And number three, Ted Kennedy ain't got no room to talk. Do you know how much dirt the Kennedy family has done? Matter of fact, there's a couple of murders in the Kennedy family today. They ain't never, you know what I mean? So he need to just go ahead and enjoy his little Senate seat that he been there for 138 years. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Fact. That's
because
fact.
Because I be like tired, man, of all these folks coming it up.
It sounds like America be getting bored, man. I ain't gonna lie. Check this out. LeBron James, we already know how long he's been in this game. I'm not gonna lie. Out of all of the athletes that I follow that are my favorites, this and that, LeBron James has the most cleanest record that I've ever witnessed. I'm talking about he has no accusations. He got a stand-up wife, family, everything. So why do that to this man? Like, you know what he's made. You know it's nothing like that.
Look, here's what you got to understand. Let's be honest. This country has a history. And I'm not saying everybody, but let's just be honest. There's a history of white supremacy. And if it's not you, if you don't fit these shoes, don't worry about it. Yeah. Okay. We got a little bit of time. Okay. So, but let's be real. Anytime a black man specifically gets to a certain level, he becomes deemed a threat. So, for example, Muhammad Ali, nobody loved Muhammad Ali until he couldn't talk anymore. You got to remember, if you understand the history of it, Muhammad Ali was hated, right, until he couldn't talk no more. You feel me?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, man. Nah, he was a loud, loud, brash, you know what I'm saying, Negro, but the other word, the N word, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so, but all these people who heaped praises on Muhammad Ali at the end of his life,
yeah,
right, was because he couldn't talk no more.
Dang.
You feel what I'm saying?
I know that.
The great Martin Luther King Jr., one of my heroes, okay? Yeah. Again, in his time, at the time of his death, it was said that 75% of people in the and black and white, didn't like Martin Luther King. They hated him. His approval rating was less than 25%.
Are you serious?
It wasn't until he died. You understand what I'm saying? It wasn't until he died that they wanted to heap praises on him. I could go on and on. Malcolm X, Huey P. Newton. I could, you know what I mean? It's when you're loud and outspoken and intelligent and all of that, you become deemed a threat.
I see. Okay.
Like you said, LeBron James has never had a scandal, not even a hint of a scandal.
Nothing.
Been married to the same woman. You know what I'm saying? Built a school. Just for that alone, building the school, people should be taking off their hat and saluting the dude. You know what I mean? Giving free tuition, not just helping the kids, but helping the parents with jobs and all kinds of stuff, helping them even when they graduate from that school, from, high school to go to college, just that alone.
Right.
But because of his stature, you know what I mean? Like, think about it. No one ever had a problem when owners would take black athletes and trade them, right? Like, before LeBron did what he did as an athlete, let's say, okay, you're wearing a Raiders jersey, right? Let's say you played for the Raiders and the entire city loved you.
Right.
It doesn't matter. The owner could come along and just trade you to San Diego and be like, and you have no say in it. But nobody had a problem with that, right?
Right.
But the moment LeBron James came along and said, I'm going to take my own future into my own hands.
Wow.
People is over there burning jerseys. Wow. You know what I'm saying? Think about this, though. Tom Brady did the exact same thing. Yep. Left New England. Did anybody burn a Tom Brady jersey?
Nope. Nothing.
Did nobody burn a Tom Brady jersey?
Man.
Why? I got my theory. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I don't want to say too much because you know what I'm saying. They might burn
something though. You're hitting on something though. So let me ask you a deep question, deeper. Do you ever think it's possible for that one black man, that guy, to be him? Like, to make it through life, make it through this whole thing without one scandal, without one thing? If a man can put his pride to the side of his whole career, is it possible?
He's doing it. We're watching it.
Facts.
Because this is stupid. Like what they say, it don't affect LeBron. It don't affect his life. You know what I'm saying? All the haters. It don't affect what LeBron do and what his legacy is. I mean, even look at Jay-Z.
You're gonna always have that accuracy.
Look, they hated Jesus, man. Ain't nobody above haters. You understand what I'm saying?
All right.
They hated Jesus. You feel me? So if they hated him, like, ain't none of us above haters.
Yeah.
So if you understand that concept, just do it. Like, I mean, look at Jay-Z, man.
That was I was gonna bring him up. On one.
Jay-Z to me is the epitome of the evolution of a man, right? Coming from the Marcy Projects in Brooklyn, New York, being a former crack dealer, flipping that into a rap career, flipping that rap career into a business, and then flipping that business into a conglomerate, into an enterprise.
What now?
Well, I'm gonna bring it back because I put some words on there.
That's what I was gonna tell you. Bring it back for those who listening.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring it back. So it's like this. So in the streets, we call the transaction, allegedly call that transaction flipping weight, right? Like you're flipping because you take turn 2 into 4, 4 into 8, right? You flipping it, right? So he took a drug career, right? He was a crack dealer. He said this himself, so I'm not snitching. Right.
Exactly.
So he was a former crack dealer, right? He flipped that into a rap career, right? Took the rap career and flipped that rap career into a business.
Whew.
Took that business, and flipped it into a dynasty.
What do you call that? All the A did. What do you call that?
That I mean, that's evolution, man. Because look, there's no one would have ever looked at Sean Carter coming from Brooklyn, New York, I've been to Marcy Projects. You understand what I'm saying? Like, no one could have looked at him and said, yo, one day you're going to be a billionaire and you're going to sit with kings and presidents.
Wow.
You feel what I'm saying? And along the way, everyone has hated on Jay-Z, including other rappers, including the hip hop community. You know what I'm saying? Including older black people. You know what I mean? I don't even have to include white people. Older black people hated on Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? There was a time when Jay-Z and Oprah had kind of a little back and forth because of the use of the N-word. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
But the point is Jay-Z. I mean, even Oprah came from like literally dirt floors in a little bitty town in Mississippi. You feel what I'm saying? So my point is that the common denominator that these people have, what I keep saying, and I've been saying since yesterday, really is this, is what? Is humility.
Humility.
There's a difference between confidence and arrogance, right?
Okay.
You can be confident and humble, but you can't be arrogant and humble. And that's the difference. In order to be great, you have to be confident, right? Oprah knows that she's great. Jay-Z knows that he's great. Kobe knew that he was great. Michael Jordan.
When you know you're great, how do you move?
You move as if like you're supposed to be there, right? So like if you go to even if it's your first time in that room. So let's say, for example, I know you do music, right? So let's say you go to the Grammys one day, right? Let's say it's your first time there, but you move as if you're supposed to be there. Okay. Not like it's a big deal. Now, I mean, you appreciate it. Don't get me wrong. You appreciate and you have fun and you enjoy. But you supposed to be, if you go have dinner with your girl in Beverly Hills, you don't go in there like you got a chip on your shoulder. You go there like, you supposed to be there.
Let me ask
confidence
you
is, go ahead.
Is that a high level of manifestation?
Say that one more time.
Is that a higher level of manifestation?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And it's understanding who you are, right? It's about understanding your identity, and your identity, it doesn't correlate with where you come from, because no one has a choice in where they were born. Like no one. Like it's not like you typed up when you was in your daddy's.
I want to be born in Atlanta. You feel me?
Right.
Nah, don't worry.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody was inside their daddy's pouch.
Nah, don't worry.
I'm trying to say the nice way. Nobody was in there.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? Nobody was in their daddy's pouch going, "Ooh, daddy, go ahead and drop this off in Beverly Hills." You know what I'm saying? Like that wasn't it. Yeah. So it doesn't matter where you were dropped off at. It matters where you end up at. Ooh, that's bars right there. That's bars. That's bars, ladies and gentlemen.
Write it down.
You know what I'm saying?
No, but facts. Don't get, whoever listening, y'all, I hope you keep up.
See, this is the Revolution Rare Show, man. We try to revolutionize your mind, try to revolutionize your spirit, try to we're going to bring some financial experts in here, try to revolutionize your money. We only just getting started, ladies and gentlemen. We're trying to revolutionize your whole life. And really, it's just about what I want to do. It doesn't matter what you have. What matters is what you do with it. That's right. You know what I'm saying? And so
what I also learned, that's about based on what you're saying, and one thing, a moral that I grew up on, and I'm still on that right now, it's not, and what you just said, it goes back to this, is not what goes in that defiles a person. It's what comes out that defiles a person. So it doesn't matter what your upbringing, it goes back to what we talked about yesterday, that pride. That pride wants to put everything out that we learn. Oh, or everything that we think is right. But it's what goes out is what makes you wrong.
And no, absolutely. But also you gotta be aware. I'm gonna use a big word. You ready? Mm-hmm. You gotta be cognizant of what you putting in, right? Because let's be real. If all you eat is cheeseburgers,
okay,
you bound to have some health issues, right?
Yes, sir.
Now ain't nothing wrong with a cheeseburger here and there. But if that's all you eat, you're gonna have some issues. So you gotta what we was talking about earlier, balance. You got to balance it. You got to balance it with vegetables, with fruits. You know what I'm saying? Drink some water, right? Yeah. And you have a balance, right? And that's the thing is in life, you can't constantly intake negative. You can't constantly intake and expect to have a positive result. You have to balance, because negative is going to come anyway. That's just a part of life. Negative is there whether you exist or not. Like it just is there. So you have to be you got to be proactive and be, and understanding that, yes, that, I might not have, just to use some examples real quick. I might not have come from the best place. I might have been in a single family home raised by a single mother. I might have, you know what I'm saying? Ladies, I might have got pregnant early, and you know what I'm saying? Or fellas, you know, whatever. I might not have finished high school. There's 100 might not have's, right?
Right.
But as long as you got breath in your lungs, as long as you breathing, you can dictate what you do from this very moment moving forward. You feel what I'm saying? Because the only common denominator, look, the only difference between you and someone who quote unquote made it, the only difference
is what?
Is that they kept pushing. Dude, I can tell you success story after success story that they started out just like you. They started out just like me. They came from nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because here's the truth. If you already had it, right? So let's say Donald Trump, right? Just to use an example, right? He's not a success story. He comes from millionaires. How is that successful?
That's not a success story.
No, that's not a success story.
All right.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, he didn't do nothing. His father gave him $20 million to start his company. You know what I'm saying? He didn't start from the bottom. You know what I mean? However, I can name, again, Oprah came from nothing. Ted Turner came from nothing. I could go on and name, people who came from nothing. Now, that's a success story.
Okay.
Right? So a true success story, you can't have a true success story without trials. You can't have a true success story without failure. You know what I mean? Without heartache, without disappointment. It doesn't exist. So that's why I'm saying to anyone who goes through things, yo, put your chin up and understand you're not the first and you're not going to be the last. Sure. The only thing that's going to matter is what you decide to do. Is you going to keep pushing, or are you going to believe all of the lies and all of the negativity? You know, you feel me?
And one thing I live by, and it's the code. Consider it all joy when faced through trials and tribulations, because it produces perseverance, and from perseverance,
Come on, young one. Come on, young one.
You know, character is the main thing that we're trying to evolve to. So in order to have that character, you gotta have that story.
And all of that, now that we tying up this hour, was to say this white boy shouldn't have been down with his boy wearing the Ku Klux Klan.
Hey, when I learned, look, to sum it up even better, hey, don't hang out at the barbershop. You keep hanging out at the barbershop, you're gonna get a haircut.
That sounds like something an old Negro would say. hey, boy, listen here. You hang out at the barbershop, you finna get your hair cut. You understand what I'm saying? Hey, you got your hair cut. Don't get mad when you ain't got no hair.
Hey, that lets you know I was hard-headed when I was you had to paint a picture for this young one.
You want to keep that afro? You better not go to the barbershop. You better not go to the barbershop. Because they're going to cut that hair, boy.
So what they tell you, hey, if you don't want a haircut, don't go to the barbershop.
Oh, my God. This is the dumbest thing ever. We so stupid, man. We the dumbest dudes on the planet.
Hey, shout out to LeBron, though.
Hey, shout out LeBron. Shout out the little white boy hanging out with the Ku Klux Klan mask.
I can't save him, but LeBron, keep it going, bro.
Hey, we need to save the white. I'm gonna start a new charity, Save the White Children. I'm gonna do commercial.
Your white card, so you might actually.
Well, I'm waiting to get approved. Hey,
listen, I know you're finna end it up, but tell me, you brought up Dave Chappelle. Tell me, do you remember that episode when he was a Klansman? He was a blind.
Yeah.
That was
Tyrone Bigsby, the Black Klansman. One of my favorite of all time. Wake up, white people. Wake up. I used to have that on my voicemail for like 3 months. I had it on my voicemail. I was like, wake up, white people.
Yo, that was it.
We need to take America back. Take it back.
I ain't gonna lie. This need to be a next one. Hey, we need to have a whole segment on Dave Chappelle, how he did it. How did he escape through white America using that kind of stuff like that, though? He's still him. Like, he's still doing stand-ups. I just saw a stand-up on pay-per-view the other day with him. Shout out to the man. But still,
see what I tell you about black people? He gonna pay for Dave Chappelle pay-per-view, but he said he wasn't gonna pay for mine.
Wait, hold on. I did it. I got it though. I still bought it. You lucky you told me it came free after I bought it.
Oh my God. Hey, I love my people, man.
I still count. I support it. I bought it.
Hey, just make sure you put a rating and a review. So
definitely. What's the name of your movie, by the way? Put it
Yo,
out
I
loud.
Love You Movie on Amazon and on Tubi. I Love You Movie on Amazon and Tubi. Go check it out, y'all. I promise you'll enjoy it or your money back. Except for D. He ain't getting the money back.
I don't want to keep it. It's support. It's support.
Hey, but this is the Revolution Radio.
I'm gonna watch it on Tubi anyway.
Yeah, it's all good. Hey, check it out. This is the Revolution Radio Show on 102.3 FM. I am your host, Jay Love, aka Uncle Jiggy, chilling with my nephew D Battles in the building, man. We here every day. We got a special guest tomorrow. Make sure you tune in with us. And I got to remind you, every day, as I always do, reach for your best, reach for success, but most of all, reach for God, because God is love. Excuse me, God is love and love is everything. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Oh my.